Good morning, everyone. Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. Today, I wanted to work in my veggie garden, which is in my backyard. I have a tiny little veggie garden back here that I've kind of been neglecting just the teeniest bit. I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show you guys the veggie garden because I've kind of just let it go. It's been triple digits. I don't even know for how long now, but it's been a really long time. And so it's just, everything is hot and I feel like I'm hot to the bone. And so I really haven't been focusing on the veggies, which I know I should. You look at all my tomatoes though. They are so ready to be harvested. So today what I want to do is I just want to go through and I want to clean up this little garden. I do have a monster zucchini plant that I am pulling out. I am just so sick of it. First of all, we got a ton of zucchini off of it. I mean, you guys know how prolific zucchini plants are. This is the Black Beauty variety. Delicious, good zucchini. It is infested with something. You can kind of see the leaves. I don't think they're aphids. I'm not totally sure what it is, but it does have like honeydew, so the excrement of bugs is like a honeydew, which is like a sticky substance that gets all over the leaves. Like I've been battling that since day one of putting this zucchini plant into this garden. And so, I keep like spraying it with water thinking, maybe it's like white flies or something like that. And I just can't get rid of it. And I don't want to spray it because it's veggies, So I think I'm just going to scrap it and give up and take it out and put other things in it anyway. So I live in Northern California, zone 9B. So my first frost date isn't until December 4th. So I was counting the other day. I don't remember exactly how many days, but it's like, I have like 150 days or 130 days or something like that until my first frost. So I have plenty of time for another round, especially if I start with a plant instead of seeds. And I think that that's what I'm going to do. So I don't know what I'm going to put in here into this spot. The zucchini is basically taking up the entire veggie garden. I'll show you guys. I have had a couple things perish, partly because of neglect and then partly because of the heat. Let me see if I can show you guys from this way. So these are all my micro dwarf tomatoes, and they were delicious and they were really good. I went to my mom's house in Redding, which is about 2 hours away, and we were there for about 3 days, and I forgot to ask my neighbor to water them. So they really started suffering, and then once we got home, it was just so hot and there was nothing I could do. They were done. They had already suffered enough, so I kind of just gave up on them. So I have to clean all this stuff up today, harvest all my tomatoes, and take out this monster plant. I also have my cucumber that I'm growing up these string trellises right here, and we had a pretty windy day and one of them fell off. So I'm gonna try and twine it back up. If it doesn't work, I'll just take that one out. I do have this one up here that's still growing really well. So basically today is just trying to clean things up. It is 6:30 in the morning. I've decided that I am going to get up early every single day and get out here and be indoors by like 10 a.m. because it's just too hot. When I was working at my neighbor Gwen's house the other day, and I was dealing with her irrigation issues and everything like that, I was like drenched in sweat and I had trouble cooling down after that. So I just can't work in this heat. It's like, I don't know, it's like a different kind of heat. Everybody's been saying that this is like intense heat right now. So hopefully it'll cool down soon, but our 10-day, it looks just more of the same. More triple digits, more sun, and really not cooling down at night as much as we normally do. Normally we cool down to like the 50s, maybe the 60s at night. It's not happening. So I feel like all you guys in the South that it just doesn't cool down at night. Before I get started, let me show you guys my new shirt that I'm very excited about. Save the Monarchs plant milkweed. And then let me show you my milkweed. So it's over here in my stock tanks. These are my pollinator stock tanks. Look at this gorgeous plant. I have had the worst luck with keeping milkweed alive. This one I ordered from Etsy and it died. I mean, I think it died. I don't know. The roots didn't look horrible. But as soon as I planted this one, it was probably about that big. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. And then I have this one right here that's coming along. This one might be the narrow leaf milkweed, and I'm pretty sure this is the showy milkweed. But then I also have a whole flat inside of milkweed starts, seedlings that are doing so well. So I'm gonna have so much milkweed to plant. I already know all the places that I'm gonna plant it, but I'm pretty excited about it. Over here, I do have the sunflowers from Sunflower Steve, and if you can believe it, I found a budworm on it. I was like, it was a huge budworm too. So it had been there for a while. So it had been eating on the leaves. They're still coming up. They're doing okay. I didn't know budworms ate sunflowers though. That was shocking to me. And of course I'm not spraying this area because it's my pollinator garden. So these guys are coming up, but they're just a little behind because they've been chewed on just a little bit. All right, and back to the veggie garden. Look at this mess. So first things first, this giant zucchini plant. It's just taking over. Look at my zucchini. They're so thick. There's my hand. Oh, see, and they're all sticky. I think it's white flies. I don't know if white flies produce honeydew, but it's just gross. They're like infested, absolutely infested. And then right here, I have this cucumber that's doing well growing up this trellis, but this trellis kind of like fell over. I don't know. Ugh. Oh, I do have a cucumber though. That's good. So I have to harvest everything. I have a bunch of weeds. I have to harvest all my tomatoes. I don't know. I just have a lot of stuff to do. I even have oh good. My basil's looking pretty good still. Look at this, you guys. Do you see how sticky that is? Ew. What is that? Like, I've dealt with honeydew on my plants before, but this is intense. Okay, it's coming out. Gross. Okay. This is disgusting. You guys see those? I'm pretty sure those are leaf-footed bugs. You can kind of see the legs look like little leaves right there. Gross. So I don't think these are secreting honeydew. I think it's white flies. See that all over there? But this is so gross. I'm getting my gloves for sure. All right, the sun is just about coming up over the trees. It is a beautiful morning, and I have gotten quite a lot of progress done with this veggie garden. Honestly, it was just taking out that darn zucchini plant. That was ridiculous. ridiculous. It was so big, and you can see how much space it was taking up. I do have a green bell pepper right here, and it had a bell pepper on it, and it fell off as I was pulling the zucchini plant out. But you guys can see, look at, hopefully you guys can see it. There's white flies basically everywhere. So as I was like rustling around, I realized actually how many white flies I have. And I was looking it up, and white flies do produce honeydew. So I have a feeling that was the problem on the zucchini plant. That's, the infestation. I'm kind of stuck because I don't want to spray anything. Usually what I do for white flies is I just spray like a hard stream of water, because they're soft-bodied insects, just like aphids. So the stream of water, the jet stream of water, should kill them, but there's just so many. And like I said, I don't want to spray any insecticide or anything like that. So I don't know what to do. I think the best choice was just to take it out and toss it in the bin. So let's see. I harvested all my tomatoes. Man, there was a lot. My harvest is beautiful. I will show you guys that in a second. I forgot to press the record button when I was harvesting my herbs. I have basil, and I have thyme, and I have chives. I didn't harvest any parsley, but I should do that. And then I did get the cucumber back up, and actually got a couple cucumbers off of that. So all in all, pretty good. And now I have a ton of space here. So I think I have to go to the store and see what I can plant here. Oh, look, I even have, these are called fairy tale eggplants. I don't know how big they're actually supposed to be. I have to ask my friend Blair, who gave me this. But aren't these cute? They're so cute. Look at this baby one right here. Yeah, so I don't even know how to cook these. But I know they were called fairy tale, so I know they're supposed to be a little bit small. Can you guys see that? I don't think you can see that. There is like solid layer of sticky honeydew on this. I just don't know what to do. So then I also worked on weeding. I didn't have a ton of weeds in the actual veggie garden. Most of the weeds were here in the keyhole area. And let's see, I made this veggie garden earlier this season, and it was mainly because I want this fountain and I couldn't get it. It wasn't coming in. So I didn't know what I was going to do with this garden bed. And I thought, okay, you know what? Temporarily, I will put a veggie garden bed in. And now I actually really like it here. I think that this is the perfect place for a veggie garden bed. It's right next to the back door, so it's really easy to get to. And it looks really cute like this, especially with the wattle fence. So this was temporary, but I think I'm going to make it pretty permanent. And this area, if you guys can see, there are still drip tubing going through this area. So it's still getting water, so the weeds grow really quickly in this area. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cap off, or like bring it around the keyhole. I don't know, somehow do that. And then take out the rocks and put a piece of cardboard down to prevent any more weeds coming up, because I weed this area all the time. And it's those like really long tendril weeds that kind of get everywhere. So it's something that I have to address. The other thing I have to address is right along the wattle fence, I get these weeds here. I think they're called oxalis. And I just have a really hard time. It's like the only place that I get weeds in this veggie garden is right underneath this fence, where I can't get to it very well. So I'm going to have to figure something out about that. Someone had a really good idea and said plant chives all along here, so it would like crowd out the weeds, which actually isn't that bad of an idea. I might do that. Anyway, let me quickly show you guys my harvest. It's so good. All right, here it is. So I got 2 cucumbers and then a ton of tomatoes. These are the good-hearted tomatoes. These are all proven winners that I grew from seed. So these are the good-hearted tomatoes. Those look delicious. These are the garden gems. And then these are Bellini, which look incredible as well. I cannot wait. Chives, thyme. I can't remember what thyme. I think it was French thyme. It smells so good. And then I did cut some of this basil. It does have some of the honeydew on it, but I think I'll wash it really, really well. And I think it'll be fine. So I've got lots of veggies to cook with. I think what I'm going to make is this roasted veggie polenta. So basically you make polenta and then you put a whole bunch of roasted veggies on it and then put a ton of Parmesan cheese on it. It's delicious. Jason says it's one of his favorite things things that I make for him. And these are, well, not the cucumbers, but these are a lot of the ingredients that you need for that. It's basically just veggies and herbs on polenta. It's delicious. Hummingbird break. There have been so many hummingbirds this year. I'm so excited about it. They're so cute. All right, so it's about 7:45, so I've been working out here, I don't know, for like an hour and a half or something like that. So really not too bad. I'm done before it gets too hot. It's too early to like use the blower or anything like that, so I'll have to clean, like really clean up a little bit later. But I did get most of the stuff done that I wanted to get done today. We are still doing construction on the bathroom. He should be here in 15 minutes. He's coming at 8 a.m. He's doing the same thing I'm doing. He's trying to get everything done in the morning before it gets too hot. And I don't blame him. Let me show you guys a little update of that though. All right, so here's an update so you can see, doesn't it? It looks like a mess, but I'm actually really excited about it. You can see this was the water closet with the toilet and the shower in there. And then we had a wall covering the whole thing. So he took down the wall. He's been working on the electrical. That's why I can't turn on a light in here. Anyway, it looks so good. I'm so excited about it. It's so funny, in my front yard, I have a dumpster that is basically overflowing with bathroom debris from what, all the stuff that he's taken out and everything like that. And I am planning on filming my July front yard garden tour this week. So I am just cracking up because I'm either just gonna have to accept it and get, the bathroom sink and counter and all that stuff in the shots, or I'm gonna have to do some very interesting videography to keep it out of the shots. So if you guys didn't hear, Jason and I were having some pretty significant plumbing problems in our master bathroom, and we had to hire a plumber to come and fix it. But to fix it, we had one of those shower enclosures that were, one whole piece, and he had to cut a big hole in it. And so we had to get the shower enclosure replaced, which I hated that shower enclosure. It was, really, really old. And so we figured we would just take this opportunity and totally redo the master bath. So we are in the middle of a master bathroom renovation. I'm excited because I'm going to get a beautiful master bathroom. Just 5 or 10 years ahead of schedule from what we had planned. So I don't know. It's just fun. It's just kind of stuff that's going on. Oh, I can hear the contractors here already. All right, you guys. So I do have to go to the store. I'm not gonna make it today. We have too much stuff going on today. But I need to go to the store and I need to get a transplant for this garden since I have so much room. I have to hold myself back from planting more flowers in this space. Just because I love flowers and I have so many seedlings and seeds that I want to plant. And as I was pulling that zucchini out, I thought, oh, I could plant sunflowers in this place. It would be perfect. But I'm gonna hold myself back because I really want to dedicate this small little area of my garden to veggies, just to work on my veggie gardening skills, because I have none. So all of my veggie gardening is basically trial and error, which is really how I learned how to garden anyway. But I really want to get better at veggie gardening, so that's what I'm going to be working on. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all are staying cool in your area, and I hope you have a chance to get into your garden today.